Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video from New Genesis. In today's video, we're doing my top 10 favorite video games of all time. If you are a fan or subscribe to the channel, on my channel, and been an OG, you probably seen this video before on my channel. We're doing top 10s of video games, of movies, foods, and all types of stuff. But I brought it on this channel because my channel, different now, so rebranded, more sports and stuff like that. So I brought it on this channel, and today we're doing the top 10 of my favorite video games of all time. And the question that I have on the board right here, or not the board, but the question I have on the screen is all the consoles I played in my life. When I was young, when I got to gaming, the first console I played was PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1 was the first console I played. But I also played Nintendo 64. I played the Game Boy Advance. I played PS2, PSP. I played, of course, people play the DS and all types of stuff. Xbox One, 360, PS4. The only console I haven't played probably. So it's a few consoles I haven't played. Of course, like gaming consoles, like high gaming consoles. I never played the Jaguar before. I never played the Atari before. I played the Sega Genesis. Yeah. It's some other consoles too that I don't know the name of. Those possible consoles that a lot of people haven't played before. But I haven't played PS5 yet either. I haven't tried that out yet. But these games are going to vary from all different types of consoles and different types of games around. I guess so. Yeah. So stay tuned and hopefully you enjoy this video. Let's start at number 10. Number 10 is Batman Arkham Knight. It's the completion, the ending, the trilogy. Amazing trilogy, amazing gaming trilogy. The Arkham Asylum game was amazing. I remember when that game first came out. It was very fun. And then the Arkham City game was very good as well. Then Arkham Origins was pretty good. And then Arkham Knight, that right there was the completion. And it gave you that perfect feel, that like a long Halloween-like feel. It's the perfect depiction of Batman. And it gave us something special as well, the Batmobile. We was able to, the way the city was like open, free world. You can go around the city at fast pace. The grappling hook and on the Batmobile, piling through everything. Of course, sometimes in some moments of the game, the Batmobile is overused. But in my opinion, it was very fun. It was very fun to use the Batmobile, and the storyline was very cool. Jason Todd being the Arkham Knight, coming back, trying to get revenge on Bruce. He thought Bruce forgot about him and things like that. The storyline was amazing. You knowing everything about him, being one step ahead, and Batman finally figured out who it was and stuff. And it was an amazing game like that. Give you that feel of being Batman, and the fast-paced fighting is always good in the game with the countering system. That game right there is one of the best games, one of my favorite games ever, and it's one of my favorite superhero games ever as well. It's an amazing game. So yeah, Batman Arkham Knight is on this list. Number 9 is Tekken 5. Tekken 5 was one of my favorite Tekken games. I love Tekken 6, Tekken 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 1 and 2, all the types of stuff. But Tekken 5 was amazing. Tekken 5 was very fun on PlayStation 2. The way the customization and stuff they got added to the game, it was amazing. It was fun. And the game never gets boring, never gets old. And the Devil Gem within, little storyline they had, and the story mode itself, and like the little cutscenes we get and stuff. The game is an amazing game, amazing fighting game. It's like for everyone. Everyone can play Tekken like that. You can pick the controller up, you can play. Even if you just first time playing this game ever, like you can go out there and play Tekken. It's one of those fun games. It's those like amazing games. Got a great storyline and great comeback in the game too, like that. And yeah, Tekken is very fun. Tekken 5 is probably the best Tekken in my opinion out of the series. Tekken 6 is very close up there as well, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. But Tekken 5, I'm gonna give it a nod above it. But it's very fun. I used to play that game a lot. When my cousin Pootie used to always play Tekken 5 a lot. I think it's one of her favorite games as well. But Tekken 5, it's kind of put me on Tekken 5, and Tekken 5 it's amazing. It's an amazing game. Amazing game. If you haven't played that game before, you should go play it. It's very fun. You'll be on there for hours, and the story mode, the storylines, and stuff they have in that game is top tier. So that's why I had to add it on the list. Number 8 is the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is an amazing game. The graphics in the game alone, and of course, I'm a big fan of Tomb Raider. Lara Croft is an amazing character, and we've seen it throughout all different types of Tomb Raider Underworld, all types of stuff. In the Definitive Edition, when they came out with the little new rebrand of Tomb Raider. It was her with the Definitive Edition, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then this is the completion of her becoming a Tomb Raider a little bit in the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Amazing game. I love the one part where you like in the temple, and then like the kind of like the tribal people in the temple like chasing after you and stuff. It's very fun and stuff. It's very adventurous. You have to become a detective in the game, and you find different stuff. You learn stuff in the game. Everything is cool about Tomb Raider and like that. And of course, Lara Croft's an amazing character. You know, the agility, can do everything in the game like that. And the game itself is just amazing storyline. Amazing storyline. They depict the story between all the stuff, kind of like following her dad footsteps. I love the flashbacks that happen within the game and her kind of like reminiscence with stuff and using those lessons her dad taught her early on and the stuff she learned as a child, kind of like to help her solve some of these mysteries and solve some of these puzzles, pieces, and things. The story mode is very long and it's very engaging, it's very fun and stuff, and it's an amazing game. Amazing game. If you haven't played that game before, you should play it. One of my favorite games. I love Tomb Raider Underworld. I love Tomb Raider Legend, and I love, of course, the Definitive Edition Tomb Raider as well. But I have to pick this shout out Tomb Raider 1 up here because it was an amazing game. I just couldn't take it off the list, so that's why it's number 8. Number 7, Kirby Air Ride. We're a song, a little. It never gets old. Never gets old. Kirby Air Ride is an amazing game. It's very fun on GameCube. The racing in the game, the battling in the game. The game is just amazing. It's like a top tier game. I wish they would remake it, remaster it. I know there's people still play it. I've seen the little servers they have. They still play the game, racing and stuff. But they got to remake that game and remaster it. That game right there is a masterpiece. A very good Kirby game. I love Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland and The Revenge of the Metal Knight. Those games are very cool too. But Kirby Air Ride is probably the best Kirby game I ever played. Amazing game. The racing and everything with it, I kind of like it more than Mario Kart. I'm not gonna lie. Kirby Air Ride is a very good game. Hopefully one day they can bring it back. But if you haven't played Kirby Air Ride, go to the movie trading company or go to the pawn shop and go buy a GameCube and then go on internet. Well, I seen one on Amazon for like $200. Don't do that. But go somewhere on eBay or something, someone selling the game. Go in there and get Kirby Air Ride, or on computer. I think people been playing on the computer lately and stuff. So try to find on the computer, the gaming PC if you have one, and go play Kirby Air Ride if you haven't played it before. It's an amazing game, a very fun game, and you will not be disappointed. You will be engaged for a long time and playing for a long time, especially when you have a lot of friends playing too, or family members playing with you as well. They're gonna be very fun. That's why I have to add Kirby on the list. Number 6, Naruto Broken Bun. Naruto Broken Bun is probably my favorite. It is my favorite Naruto game ever. Of course, I love Naruto Ultimate Ninja on PlayStation 2, all the 4 of those. And of course, Naruto Storm is amazing, and The Rise of Ninja, and Naruto Chronicles. But Naruto Broken Bun was amazing. It gave us like kind of a piece of the story. It takes place during when the third Hokage getting attacked by Orochimaru and an invasion that happened when the Sand Village attacked the Leaf Village. And you know, Sarutobi was fighting Orochimaru. It kind of starts in that type of area. And then of course, the Reaper Death Seal and the Sarutobi getting killed, but he's still in the way of Orochimaru's arms, so he can't perform any jutsus ever again. And then you kind of walk it, and then like the story kind of takes you, and you walking to the funeral of the third Hokage. A lot of people there, you Naruto, and you all in all black and stuff, and the story is amazing. It's like basically like you're getting like a depiction of the real story, the real anime series, and the game itself. And the fighting in the game is very cool. It was like one of the. Of course, I like the new fighting styles too. Of course, this is one button matching, but the old fighting style was way better. If you do the combos and stuff with Naruto and Rock Lee, was probably the 2 best characters to use on there, and Itachi as well too. Remember, you take it in the black smoke and be fighting you, and then it hit you out of nowhere and stuff. But when you do the jutsus, you actually have to do the hand signs. Like you have to hold LT and like go like flick both analogs down and over, and you do the hand signs, and you had to like balance it between the middle and stuff. Everything wasn't like guaranteed hit on there. It was an amazing game, and open world in the game too, and like jumping off the trees to go to different villages and different places, and like the little bandits popping up like that village, like kind of bad rogue ninjas popping up attacking you. Got to fight those guys. And I remember one of my favorite missions, the Choji mission, was very fun. Of course, the ending with the Sound Ninja 4 is very fun, but the game itself is an amazing game. Best Naruto game, one of the best anime games in my opinion. Probably top, I put the top 3 anime games of all time ever made. It's an amazing game. If you haven't played Naruto Broken Bun, you gotta play it. It's an amazing game. But that's what I had to add on the list. Number 5, Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure, basically Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, both at number 5 for me. The music and the soundtrack alone is already top tier. You get the Station Square theme song. You get the Emerald Coast theme song. You get the City Escape theme song. And a lot of great stuff like that. Even when the Chaos Babies, everything, the soundtrack itself is S tier level. The Winnie Valley, like that theme song. And when you like get past the tornado, the theme song they have right there is always great. So Sonic has some great music, some great stuff. Always been great. I'm a big fan of Sonic like that. You know, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Generations, a lot of Sonics. I love Sonic games. But Sonic Adventure is an amazing game. Of course, the storyline with the chaos, battling him, it being kind of open world a little bit too. You can travel different places. You travel through Station Square. You can go to the area where Knuckles live and all different types of places and unlock things. And you get the light speed shoes and different stuff. That right there brought Sonic to a different level. Remember the Sonic series, Sonic X came out, and it kind of like was on par with that game a little bit. And that brought Sonic to a different level with that, and then being like the open world type of style like game a little bit when you're running and stuff, and being more faster paced and things. The game is amazing. If you haven't played Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, go play it, go play it, go play it. That's why I had to add it to the list. Number 4, Sonic Generations. I had to add Sonic Generations to the list. I added 2 Sonic games here. Sonic Generations is amazing anniversary game. It basically give homage to all the Sonic games of the past like that. But up to that point, I think it came out 2012, 2013ish, around that range. I forgot exactly when Sonic Generations came out, but it gave us the blast from the past. We've seen like the 2 parallel Sonics, the Sonic we know now and the Sonic of the past, and the classic games like the Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and all those types of games were very fun. But the game is very good, and the way it like kind of like evolved the stages and changed the stages to like the 3D like world and the 2D like world of some of those stages. It was just amazing to see like that, and it's very fun. Then adding a little boost system, you can move faster and run faster in the game, and it was fast paced. It was very fun, entertaining. I beat that game so many times. Sonic Generations never get old and stuff. Amazing storyline and things, and it's just a fun game. If you haven't played Sonic Generations, go play it. It's an anniversary game. I remember Kirby had an anniversary game as well. That was fun too. Sonic Generations is an anniversary game, basically showing homage to all like the Sonic stuff, and the storyline was about both like their worlds kind of colliding together, the classic Sonic and the modern Sonic coming together, kind of colliding worlds. And they gotta like basically they had some 2D worlds turn to 3D worlds, and they had some 3D worlds turn to 2D worlds, and it was very cool the way they did it. And of course the soundtrack. They changed the soundtrack up a little bit too, adding a little flair to it. The game is very fun. The game is amazing. I had to add it to the list. One of my favorite games ever. Number 3 is Ultimate Spider-Man, the PS2 version. I said that game over here. It basically was like a comic book brought into the game world. And you get a lot of interactions with all types of superheroes. You get to race the Human Torch, Wolverine is there fighting Venom, and all types of stuff. And it's very, very fun. The boss battles are fun. One of my favorite boss battles is the Rhino boss battle, where he chases you throughout the city and you have to throw the cars at him and different things that happen. And that was like a comic book world. It was amazing and cool. It was open world. It was just fun. It gives that fun feel, and it's an amazing Spider-Man game. One of the best Spider-Man games in my opinion. Of course, Spider-Man PS4 would be probably the best one ever made. I think, but my favorite is Ultimate Spider-Man. And Spider-Webs of Shadows is cool, and Shattered Dimensions is cool too as well. But Ultimate Spider-Man was just amazing. It gave us that fun. We like stepped into the shoes of Spider-Man, especially at a young age. PlayStation 2, when you like, every kid adores Spider-Man and want to be Spider-Man, and just playing that game was just like give you a great feel of like the sense of the Spider-Man world, and all like the comic book Spider-Man world. It was very fun. So if you haven't played the Ultimate Spider-Man on PS2, you gotta play it. You gotta get it. It's a very fun game. Number 2 is the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series. Cause basically all the games are similar, a little different aspects and a little different like tweaks and specs in different games, but all like, and maybe add more characters and more little different little things like for the storyline and stuff. But the series of Budokai Tenkaichi is amazing. That right there, I believe, is the best anime game in the series ever. It was like one button mashing. You press the same button over and over, and you do like these crazy combos. You actually have to go out there and actually do the combos itself, transform and all types of stuff. Everything wasn't just so simple. It actually was like a little. You have to play a little bit, and it was very fun. Open world type of style, kind of a little bit, where you can move around different places and stuff. One of the best games ever and stuff. I love those Dragon Ball games. I was hoping that they make a 4th one or remaster it or something. I'm ready to remaster Budokai, but I don't want Budokai. Budokai is cool, but I want Budokai Tenkaichi. I hope they remaster that one day, and hopefully they make that one day. Now this video was filmed, I think, in January, so it was a couple months ago before the trailer and announcement of the Budokai Tenkaichi 4, like that. So wishes do come true, dreams do come true on there. So I was wishing and hoping for it, and now it's back. It's not a remaster, it's a completely different game with gonna be great graphics and stuff. I don't know when it comes out, but it's coming. That's the only thing we need to know. But back to the video. If I ever step into the gaming world industry and they ask me at the Wayland, one game you can bring back, I won't say Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series. Bring it back. It's an amazing series, and a game like, imagine with nowadays graphics and they keep that same fighting style level, it will be one of the biggest anime. It'll be the biggest anime game ever. It's an amazing game. If you guys haven't played that, most people have played it, but if you haven't played it, you gotta go play Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3. Play those games, and you'll see what I mean. It's an amazing game, amazing experience. moving on to the final game, which is at number 1. But before we get into that, let's mention some honorable games, some honorable mentions. Star Wars Fallen Order, Assassin's Creed 2, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Ribbit King, Halo 3, Halo 2, SpiderMan, Weapons of Shadow, SpiderMan Shattered Dimensions, GTA San Andreas, Soul Calibur 3, Gears of War, and etc. Like that. Those are some of the honorable mentions I had for some of the games. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, of course, one of my favorite ones as well. Sonic Heroes 2. But number 1 is my favorite game ever, a game I play and beaten probably over like 60 or 70 times. I played this game since 2006 or 7. From GameCube to PS2 to Xbox 360 a little bit to Xbox One, and now they got a remake coming out of the game. It's one of the best games ever. In my opinion, I feel like it's the best game ever made. The storyline's amazing itself. It brought the horror gaming series to a different level. And you know what game I'm talking about? It's Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is the best game ever made. You can fight me on that opinion. Resident Evil 4 is one of the best games ever. I've beaten that game so many times like that, going through the game and trying different things and doing different stuff. And remember one time I went through the whole game just using the knife, just using the knife only. Now in the boss battles though, it's be a little difficult in the boss battles, but throughout the most of the games using knife only. But I might do a speed run too on the channel as well before the new remake come out. But they're remaking one of the best games ever. Resident Evil 4, I ain't gotta say too much about it. It's the GOAT of games. If you know me and you've seen me forever, I mentioned that Resident Evil 4 is my favorite game ever. Resident Evil 4 is an amazing game. The story itself is great. Leon getting sent to the different world in Europe. It's not the different world, but sent to a different country in Europe to go find a president's daughter who was kidnapped by some cult-like group called the I cannot say the last name, but you know what I mean, guys. Like that. Then they had the Lost Platters and all that stuff, putting the little parasites in people. His partners get killed right off the bat, like that early on. And then remember you're in the first house and the dude tries to swing an axe at you to attack you, and then you have to fight those dudes, and then you get to the village and then they all going crazy. You have the chainsaw, the doctor with the chainsaw and stuff going after you and stuff like that. It's a little sneak peek. It's a little sneaky stuff you can do too as well. You can go you climb up to the top and stand in the corner. They throw fire up there, but you stand in the corner and the fire won't touch you. You can just ride it out and save all your ammo, especially if you're a professional. You want to get through with most of your ammo, save all your ammo and stuff. But the game is very cool, and the church part is very cool as well too. Like that, I like the part where you're trying to escape and you get to the castle, and the castle is very creepy and very weird and stuff. The little weird cult dudes saying their little rituals and saying their speeches over and over. All these things for me, all these things. I don't know what they're saying, but they're saying something. Like that, they're walking around. But you get different parts of the game, and then you work your way from that. You have to take out Salazar, like the Mr. Kennedy. Oh, I almost forgot the village chief. You take the village chief out too as well. He turns into some like spider-like creature and stuff. You take him out like that, and then of course the El Gigantes early on in the game and stuff, and then the Bella sisters. And that one little part where you can choose both paths. I always go through both, like that now to get all the stuff I can get. But the game is very fun. I think in a new game it looks very cool too as well. It has it kind of kept the same aspect of the game, the storyline. They added some extra stuff and added some more depth to some of the characters and stuff. It'll be very fun to see. And I got a feeling that the last boss, Sattler, gonna be very, very difficult. I think Sattler gonna be they're gonna make him. I feel like in the game right now, it's a little easier. You really just gotta avoid the attacks and stuff. Professional, avoid the attacks, and then maybe I play a lot, and then you just get the wait till the red launcher is thrown, and then you can just go ahead and just take him out like that. But it might make it a little more difficult now. But I see you can like be Ashley, and she got a little more stuff on her storyline. I know in the original game, you beat her really one time, but she's in that little library like place. And you have to escape. You can throw that little fire at them like that, but she can't really like fight or shoot anything. I believe they said that she can attack on this game like that, be a little bit more like active on the game. So we're gonna see how this plays out. But this right here is one of the best games ever. In my opinion, it is the best game ever. Like that. I don't know if everybody else will agree with that, but it's gonna be a big time game. It's gonna be the game of the year when it's released. The remake will be amazing. I'm gonna try to play some for you guys on the channel. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite game of all time. But if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know your top 10 list of favorite games ever. But that's all I got for this video today. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.